At the Manchester Academy to get a few words with Fast and Frank from the legendary Fun Lovin Criminals. We'll also be joined by DJ Mateo DiFontaine, the band's support act. Hey guys, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you too, brother.
So happy birthday, Fast. Have you got any party plans for tonight?
You know, when we were in Manchester, this is the second or third time I've had a birthday while we've had a show in Manchester. And it always ends up being a good night that isn't scripted or planned. It's kind of spontaneous, and it's what makes this city a great city, because you can take one turn, you end up in a completely different area.
He doesn't actually know what's in store.
I'm going to be in bed by 11:30.
He's going to have a few surprises tonight.
Let's hope not, because he knows that there's revenge when there's practical jokes played. It's that simple. Believe.
You are nearing the end of your latest tour. How's it been going so far?
Time of our lives, really, isn't it, Frank? I mean, we're having a great time here. We're playing music. It's a time. We're playing music, which is important. It's what we love to do, and we are amazed that people still like coming out to hear it. So, you know, we've done how many now? 15 shows.
Yeah.
About 15.
The Europe shows were a lot of fun. Got to say, you know, Prague was really good. Copenhagen was good. Last night was really good in Oxford. So yeah. Manchester's normally a great show. So looking forward to tonight's.
That kind of was all. Next question.
That happens. We do that.
That happens all the time.
Just ask that question too.
Just ask it.
Yeah, which one of them rambles on.
Do you like living in Manchester?
Yeah, it's a great town. Next question. Yeah, Manchester is a great city. A good friend of ours, Nico, is from here, and a good Cypriot Man City supporter, and he always, you know, took such good care of us in this town. Been coming here 20 years, over 20 years.
It's a great town.
Great grilled cheese sandwiches by the train station. Yeah. Do you like grilled cheese sandwiches?
Well, you're not in Manchester, so you can to Greg's.
What's Greg's?
I had a Greg's today on the motorway.
What, Greg's? The chain that's Greg's? It's from Manchester? That's the, it's, no.
I've gone in addicted to the donuts.
Good. I like the donuts, but I never had the other thing.
You seem to be more popular in Europe than America. Fast.
That's your fault. It's your fault for not supporting us earlier. So thanks for nothing. Yeah? Go ahead, finish your question, sorry.
Fast. Has that inspired your decision to live in the UK?
I would say definitely. You know, Huey and I would travel back to New York a couple times a month, and you know, after a few years of that, it got kind of annoying. The air miles were good for all the flights we did, but we felt less at home each time. So for me personally, I moved over. Seas, love it. It's cool, and it's where we're doing gigs, so convenient.
Your 8th studio album, Another Mimosa, is doing rather well. Are you planning another album of original material?
Yeah, we are at some point. We will get to that. We'll see this tour out, and we'll play the festivals, and then probably start doing something towards the end of the year. Yeah.
It's easy for us to know. We understand how to get in the studio and how to make things work, so hopefully we can make it nice.
Yeah.
The album Welcome to Poppies was a similar style to Come Find Yourself. Will there be more of that style to come?
I think each of the albums have little throwbacks to other albums. I, agree with you with, I think, 3/4 of Welcome to Poppy sounds a lot like Confine Yourself. I think there's songs on Living in the City as well as Classic Fantastic, that sound like our old stuff. We have a formula, we don't really, it's pretty open, you can do what you want with music, there's no rules, but people who know our sound know when they're hearing us,
Fast and Frank, you have great nicknames. Frank, you are known as Uncle Frank, TRM, and the Rhythm Man. How did these nicknames come about?
The Rhythm Man was named to me by a really cool drummer from the States called Jeff the Houseman Clements, a wicked drummer. He plays for a band called Geo and Special Sauce. And he nicknamed me that year, about 25 years ago, when we were hanging out in Birmingham. And he was like, yo, you play the drums, yeah, get on my kit. So I started playing the kit and he was like, damn, what's your nickname? I went, no, I got one. I went, you have now, you're the Rhythm Man. And it's kind of stuck, and then Uncle Frank really comes from my barbershop in Leicester, because I'm known as the big uncle. And it's like the gangster films, when someone's got a problem, they come and see me and I'll get it sorted.
It's always a Frank.
It's like, hey, Uncle Frank, yeah, it's like that, That's how they came about. Good nicknames, all right? You like them? Yeah, I like them.
How would you describe Fun Lovin Criminals in 3 words?
Bag of snakes. That's what I call
Bag of
it.
snakes.
A bag of snakes. A mixed bag of snakes. That's 4 words.
I'll go with the easy one. New York City.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty cliche, but whatever.
Why not? Let that one go. It's the birthday. 37 today. It's good. It feels good. I wish. Anyway, yes.
Stop laughing.
Where are we here?
Come on.
Be professional.
Now you've really gone and done it now.
He's gone now.
Mateo's going to kick the door open in a second and start screaming. You'll see.
Which song do you like to play live the most?
I like to play Confine Yourself. That's my jam. That's the song I love playing the most. It's great. Great drum beat, real relaxed. It's good vibe.
He likes a lot of the ones off 100% Colombian, I noticed. So he likes Up on the Hill and Back on the Block. Those are the ones he can kind of get his groove on. I don't mind. I like a lot of other obscure ones we do here or there, Swashbuckler in Brooklyn.
A lot of the songs we really like, we don't play for some stupid reason.
We don't really, if we all lived in the same town, the missus would kick us out, so we'd go to a garage and rehearse stuff, but we live in different parts of England, so it's not as close as we'd like to be. But sometimes don't want to be that close.
That's right.
Yeah.
Frank, how did you come to be a part of Fun Lovin Criminals?
It was about 20 odd years ago, and the guys played their first kind of biggest show at a place called Rock City in Nottingham, which is just next door to my town, Leicester. And I used to work over there sometimes, and the band were playing one night, and I went backstage and introduced myself, and I met Fast first, and he said, what are you doing here? I said, well, I hand out your promotional flyers outside, and then later I'm DJing. He went, oh, you're DJing? Where? I said, downstairs. And when the show had finished, he came downstairs, and we just started chatting, and I was playing a hip-hop set, and he really liked it. We swapped numbers, and then I was in a band, and then it progressed for Fast having me over in New York, and I used the studio and recorded at the same time.
That was a good
guys.
time, yeah. We were in the studio off Times Square.
That's right.
New York City. Have you been in New York? You gotta get there.
You gotta go there. It's great.
That's like, if you're gonna do a trip, go to New York in the summer where you can get out to the beach on the subway, go to Coney Island, get a hot dog. You like hot dogs?
Yeah.
Come on.
There you go. Yeah, so kind of, that was where it started, and then I was with my band making a record at Quad Studios in New York, at Times Square, and 2 weeks after leaving, making that record, the guys called me up and said, do you want to join our band? And in fact, Huey called me up.
We poached him. Poached him from the band he was in. They all hate him.
They all hate me now.
So,
it's a long time ago.
It's like the grudges are long.
17.
Mateo's on his way, which is, he always likes to have his people.
He has his personal assistant send a message saying he's on his way.
Yeah, that's how that.
You wouldn't believe it. That's the thing. He's like an enigma, Mateo. He's a one of a kind. He's got a story to tell you. What he does.
He does.
You'll get more hits off of your story with Mateo than with us. Just don't let Mateo, keep it light.
Keep it light.
What do you got for us?
What else? You needed
Frank
that?
had some questions for you, didn't you?
Yeah.
You tell us. What is your favorite? What are some of your favorite?
Why don't you shut up so we can fucking talk? What's the matter with you? Jesus Christ, man. Go on,
sorry.
Go on, dude.
Trying to keep the flow.
Fucking hell. Shut up. You're all nervous. Just because your birthday don't mean you can fucking ramble.
It's great cinema though, isn't it?
You don't make it very easy for him, are you?
Huh?
Shh. Twat. Oh man. Look, you've fucking really started him off now.
It's
He
for
was
the
doing
bloopers.
really well.
The whole thing's one big blooper.
Your life's a blooper.
No, don't tell me about it. Don't tell me. I got no time for that. Thanks, Frank.
Come on, Ken, it is up.
Frank keeps it too real.
What's your next one?
Fast, having seen videos of you performing on stage, is it fair to describe you as a one-man band?
You know, I could do it without the other two. It'd be quite enjoyable. I think it would sound better, and I wouldn't really miss the other two. But
That's not true.
the way it is, I kind of got stuck with them. So I guess you could say I'm like a one-man band who can't be a one-man band because I've got two other people. So I'm a three-man band. Yeah. Lucky me.
This is good.
Lucky me. Yeah, this is a Pulitzer Prize winning.
One man band my arse. Fucking hell.
Could do it with all. I just need to put a symbol on my foot.
You can't even do an interview, let alone anything else.
It's all falling apart.
Your camera crew's falling apart, brother. What have you done to him now? That's your fault.
Not my fault.
Yeah, it is.
It's smiling. I make people laugh. You make people like shiver.
You have remained loyal to your musical styles throughout. Some bands went more commercial and mainstream to get a bigger audience. Have you ever been tempted to do this?
We've been trying for 25 years. We just never had any luck. So, no. Like I said, we have our little formula we stick to. We enjoy what we do. We get lucky and get some good shows and opportunities in different places.
You have to be true to yourself in anything, whether or not you're in a band or you're a chef or you're a clothes designer or you're at school, whatever it is. Like you do what you do. Because if you do what somebody else tells you to do, you'll hit a certain age and you'll look back and think, why the fuck did I do that? So that's not what I wanted to do. So we do what we want to do with music.
Recently, we've been reluctant to join on to these like nostalgia offers, like tours where it's like us and different bands that we wouldn't necessarily ever tour with, but because it's from the 90s and we don't really do those. Not because we're like embarrassed or anything, we're happy to be from the 90s. We think it was a great time for music, for hip hop and I mean everything. It's just so, it's not, embarrassing at all. We love it.
You have obviously spent a lot of time together. What's your most memorable moment that you would like to share?
Any gigs or time spent in Maui, the island of Maui, in
I was
Hawaii?
funny you said that, because I was going to say, me and Fast went snorkeling once in Maui in Hawaii, and we were both under the sea, swimming like this, and we were like going out a bit too deep, and then all of a sudden, like this fucking huge fucking whale or a shark or something just like come to like the edge, and me and him looked at each other and we were like, you know what I mean? Turned back and swam to the shore. That was the most memorable thing.
The swim would have taken a while. If that thing stepped to it, it would have got us. It would have probably got you.
Would have got me first.
It would have
I'm
gone
like
for
a
you
fucking
first.
sail on stage. You're like a chicken wing.
I'm like a chicken wing. You're like a porterhouse. You're a Tom.
I got blue cheese sauce on me. You ain't got nothing.
No. It's like squid,
That's the best metaphor I've ever heard.
Yeah, that was great. I'll always remember.
It's a wonderful place. There's special places on the planet.
Yeah.
That's a good place.
Good memory.
Can I ask, do you have anything interesting on your ride?
It used to be much more interesting, but it was
scaled
over the
back.
top. A lot of it
Yeah.
was thrown out at the end of the night, or Frank would stuff it back in his car to take home with him. But he's got a full bar in his garage. There's tequila, Patron tequila. Now, see, next to tequila, which is all goodness, there's the evil demon of the rider, and that's the Remy Martin
Yeah.
cognac, which is awful.
I have a nice bottle of champagne every night.
You gave it to Sam last night, didn't you?
No, I just broke it up for everybody. Neil, big man. I broke it up for him, really. Yeah.
Yeah, as you
So
say, the
not
socks,
really.
3 black socks.
3 pairs of black socks every night.
So we each have a pair of socks. Fresh socks are important.
And we have a bag of Skittles, and I have my tour manager take all the purple ones out just for me to eat. Nobody else.
Fruit's good, bananas, some chocolates, bread, sandwiches for the crew guys. Come and get some tea. We try to look out for them too, those scavengers.
And a bowl of fruit that no one ever eats.
I eat the banana and some grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Boring.
Pretty boring.
Fast. You and Huey own a company in New York, DiFontaine Carting and Asbestos Removal. How did that come about?
You know, that's a question for Mateo, because as you know, Mateo is Mateo DiFontaine, and he can take you through that. It involves New Jersey, which I'm not legally allowed to speak about the state of New Jersey ever, but Mateo, being from New Jersey, will be more than happy to answer that one. I'm telling you, he knows that. I don't have any stake, for the record, and for the FBI and the CIA and those people, you know, this SEC, I'm not in any way affiliated with DiFontaine in any way, shape, or form, or the garbage company or anything. Frank's never been involved. It's all Huey Morgan, lives in Bath.
And Mateo.
And Mateo DiFontaine, Tang. Ask him. That's a big question though. Ask him about. It's his great, I think, great uncle or great grandfather's garbage company. It was one of the first garbage companies in the New York area, in New Jersey.
So I'm going to start the next one then. Alright. Talking in DiFontaine, you own a pizza shop in Dublin. We're in Dublin in August. Can we grab ourselves some discounted free pizza while we're there?
Well, see, do you want discounted or free pizza? Because that's 2 different things.
Can I say that?
If we're there, you'll get all the free pizza you want. If we're not there, we can make a call and you'll get discounted pizza. They do slices, they do pies, big pies, and they're open late, 3:30 I think in the morning, which is for Dublin. It's great. It's right next to the U2 hotel, the Clarence Hotel.
It's a great slice though.
And it's really good. Yeah, there's good pizza, but any like quick bite to eat if you got a lot going on. It's great pizza. That and Crackbird for the chicken. Crackbird is amazing.
Crackbird's well nice.
Oh, here he is. That's him. The one and only. Didn't you meet him before? No, he ain't been up here. Nah.
How you doing? Yeah.
You alright?
Good. Everything's all right now.
You meet the peeps?
How's it going, everybody?
Everybody meet Mateo.
DJ Mateo DiFontaine, thank you for giving me time.
My pleasure.
So, how did your link with FLC come about?
I met Fast and Huey at the Limelight in 1992, 93, something like that. Huey was a barback, and Fast worked in Code Check, and yeah, we all worked together and kind of been best friends ever since.
You have a great skill for reading the crowd and performing to suit the crowd. How did you create that skill?
Oh, that's just a lot of hours and a lot of time doing it, like just over and over and over again, and you know, just kind of constantly reminding myself to like be grounded and pay attention to what the people in front of me are doing. You know, like you can read a room by literally just looking at the people around you. You know, and if the people around you are standing there like this, chances are you need to switch it up.
Do you prefer playing your audiences like this or at music festivals?
I prefer intimate audiences always. Festivals are really fun and they're big and they're grandiose, but smaller, intimate, more venues provides more opportunity to connect directly with the audience.
You have an encyclopedic knowledge in music. Can you tell us what was number 1 on 5th of January 1978?
Number 1, January 5th, 1978. I want to say it was probably Saturday Night Fever.
That's amazing.
Was I right?
Yeah.
Am I really? Was I right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 78 was Danny Terrio, Saturday Night Fever. Wow, that's pretty good. That was. I just pulled that one. Woo!
You have DJed some amazing names. What was your most memorable, other than FLC, of course?
I mean, I would say I've had so many memorable moments DJing, but I got a kick very recently. The one that pops to mind would be very recently. I was DJing at the Oscar party, and Miss Diana Ross was dancing with her daughter, Tracy Ellen Ross, and so I played Diana Ross, and Diana Ross and her daughter were dancing to Diana Ross. I thought that was pretty cool.
So, we asked fast about the DiFontaine carting asbestos removal and how it came about, and he told us to ask this question to you.
Ah, okay.
So he wants to know, how did DiFontaine carting asbestos removal come about?
Okay, well, DiFontaine Carting Asbestos Removal is a real garbage company. And when FLC got their publishing deal, they got their record deal in the beginning, Huey knew that record deals and being a rock star wouldn't be forever, but garbage will always be around. So he took the publishing check and he turned the publishing company into a garbage company. It's basically the same thing. DiFontaine Carting Asbestos Removal is the band's publishing company. However, he took the money for the publishing deal and bought a garbage company. There's always garbage. Oh, there's always garbage.
There's always shit.
It's true.
People need the shit for a while.
Anyone want a Coke? No.
No.
Fast, what was the #1 record in
5th of January.
5th of January, 1978?
Staying Alive.
Close, same soundtrack, Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah. Wasn't Staying Alive, it was it was actual Saturday
I
Night
got
Fever.
the song wrong.
You got the song wrong, but you got the album right, see?
Thank you for your time.
Alright on, thank you for your time.